Hello, everybody, and welcome. Everybody, that's a good start.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going? Thanks for joining us for some live stream D&D, our Sea of Souls campaign, brought to you by the Elder Brain, which is we are the Elder Brain, and we've been away from D&D for a few weeks, just with Thanksgiving and Halloween. We did one shot, and then some illness and all that the like. But we are back for some Dungeoning of Dragons. Yeah, my voice did not join us fully yet this week. I'm still sick. It's on its way back, so that's why I've got the mic nice and close here. I apologize if I'm a little bit raspy. I'm channeling my inner Dinar.
So. If all the very gravelly NPCs could just leave the room for today, that would
yeah. But yes, I don't really have any announcements. We will have some. We're working on some new social media stuff, such as Ko-fi, Kufufi. We're gonna be moving out some of our content over there. The coffee. And yeah, that's all there is to that announcement there. Yeah, otherwise we're going to jump in with a recap of last session, which was a few sessions ago. Or not a few sessions, a few weeks ago. Because it's been a while. And we're glad to have Jack back with us for Torque. He missed a couple of sessions, and I did my best Jack impression, or Torque impression, I guess, rather.
That's what threw up your voice.
Thankfully he's a total of few words, so it wasn't too hard. But yes, thank you. Welcome back, Jack. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
Don't hit the road, Jack. Ground this time. All right, so leading up to where we jump into with tonight's events, which are sort of momentous, if I do say so. In the city of Valtir, after fighting the false priest Danica in the Tidewater Temple, and making your way to the crypts, finding a strange book which spoke to Tayland, identifying him as Son of Vale. He found a old, unused shaft that seemed to have at one point housed an elevator of some sorts, which was long gone and broken. Descending with the help of Featherfall, you found the lair of none other than Silas Vale, the original Vale, founder of Tyr. Still alive after all these centuries by magic and as part of a curse placed on the Vale family by none other than Umbra, the dark god of shadow and undeath. With a conversation between Tayland and Silas, it was discovered that Eddard is no longer a Vale, that he has become something else and is working to bring forth a project that Silas himself began many, many years previously, but which he had abandoned after he found what he calls the light in Desfuna. Eddard is trying to give birth in this world to Umbra or Triskades, it's not really sure which, using an ancient, dark, shadowy dragon egg. And if either one of those entities were to be birthed into this world in full form, they would have incredible power and would lay waste to everything. And so it falls upon you to find your way through the tunnels that lie beneath the city, linking to the crypts where you will find the vaults that Eddard resides in or is trying to break into to enact the ritual. Standing in your way is a giant construct called Sentinel, an entity created by the Valshar, whom Silas says came here ages ago from another realm with vast information and technology that he has made use of, part of what has kept him alive all this time. Silas himself is also linked in his life force to Sentinel. As long as Sentinel exists, Silas cannot be killed, cannot be hurt. And so with the death of Sentinel, it would bring Silas's death, something that he yearns for and has asked you to bring about. And so you have the choice to destroy Sentinel and end Silas's life, or to simply make your way past Sentinel and into the crypts to find Eddard and hopefully stop him in time. As three of you returned to the storeroom for rest, Talon lingered behind to have a conversation with Silas Vale regarding Talon's father, a conversation he wanted to have in private, veil to veil. At some point during, you're not really sure if it's evening or morning or what time it is, but sometime during your rest, Talon returns, a little bit quiet, and joins you as you rest. As the four of you recover, prepare yourselves for what is facing you, you all wake, rested, with decisions to make. And so, gentlemen, I give it to you.
Oh. Is it time to get up now?
Yeah, just how
This
late were
is-
you up?
Well, unfortunately, I have no way to keep track of time down here, so a while.
It is dark o'clock.
Dark o'clock.
Dinar,
Yeah,
you're still carrying around Mr. Sparkles, right?
yeah, he just kind of follows us.
Do we know how potent of a power that is that we're holding on to?
No, just, what he said when we found him, right? Was that he owed us a debt. And that he would give us the ability to resurrect. Why?
Because there are various stages of resurrection, and I'm curious as to which one this is.
Well, unfortunately, I am not of the clerical persuasion, so as much as my magical force is radiance, I
It's
don't
not
really
great
know.
when the most clerical of us all is the one who is a little bit foamy at the mouth.
You speaking of yourself?
No?
From the corner, you just hear Torque just grunt in his sleep.
Oh, yeah. I suppose he would be the most clerical.
It might behoove us to be aware of just how much power we're holding onto in that small little jar. I'd hate to want to use it only for it to be wasted.
What are you proposing? I feel like
We
you're
ever-
asking because you have intention on using this.
Well, if we ever need to bring someone back to life, then we're going to want to know what the parameters are.
Fair.
We can't be expected to have a proper plan for the future if we don't understand what we're dealing with.
Okay, so how do you propose that we go about finding out just how potent Mr. Sparkles is?
Are you able to do any kind of magical communing?
With
Like
the
the identify spell?
with the ghost that's traveling around with us?
Yeah.
I mean, I can certainly try.
Worth a shot anyway, yeah?
Sure. Now, above table, to the best of my knowledge, Mr. Sparkles is not bound to an object, right? Isn't Mr. Sparkles just ethereally following us?
Yep. He's just kind of with you. He's kind of bound to your person. You say he's as the captain, he's kind of like bound to you. He just follows. And then, like with the children in the crypt previously, you tried, he's just there. He'll just appear. He's just there as like a moat of ethereal entity force-ish. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I guess Dinar will try to summon Mr. Sparkles into physical form, and then Dinar will ritual cast Identify.
And just say how much I love that he's Mr. Sparkles.
That's a flick
He's-
moniker, right?
Sure
Oh,
It's
is.
disrespectful to dirt.
Yeah, that's right. All right. I'd say for this, that you could use identify, but it would have to be a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little bit of a. This isn't just like a cast. It's more of you're gonna have to take the time to kind of pluck into and figure out what the essence of this entity is. And so I would say a ritual, and then I'll have you make an arcana check
Okay.
at the end of that as well, or religion. Different DCs,
Okay.
but you'll have to take some time to try to commune or probe or whatever
It's
Mr.
not
Sparkles to try to figure out what exactly he's capable of.
It's not of the utmost urgency. I just feel like we should probably have that knowledge.
Well, if you're willing to wait around, maybe you guys can pull out some rations and sit down and have some breakfast while I work on this.
Like I said, doesn't need to be done now, but should be done sooner rather than later, I think.
Well,
Here
Taylor,
It's a 10-minute for that, right? I believe.
for ritual casting, yeah, it would be 10 minutes. So if we were to say it would be a little bit longer because it's more than just a simple ritual. We
Well,
wanna
no,
call it
it's just
20?
I still say 10 minutes. I just meant it had to be ritual as opposed to you just casting the spell,
Yeah.
and then I'll just throw an arcana check in with that at the end.
Okay.
And I help with the Arcana check.
Yeah, you'd have. I'd say if you want to join him in the ritual, so it would take both of you that 10 minutes, and then you can then Dinar can make an arcana with advantage. I'm okay with that
Okay.
because it's the ritual time. It's less like I'm performing this ritual, and it's more you're trying to like actively magically probe and use your arcane senses to try to figure out something of a magical nature. And it's not an item, which is why I'm saying I'm allowing this process, because
Yeah.
it's a bit of a unique thing that I created for you. So yeah.
Yeah. And basically, it's going to be just Flick poking his head over your shoulder and going, hey, you tried that? Hey, look at that over there. Here, try poking in here.
Have you tried weaving your this way? Like
All
Fiddle
right.
your fingers like this. Yeah, yeah.
Jazz hand.
Yeah.
Most important component to all spells.
Yeah.
try inverting the weave.
All right. So I guess Since it's like I have a decent religion, but I will go with Arcana because that's what Dinar is trained in. So I'm rolling this with advantage.
Correct.
All right.
First roll of the night. Here we go.
Pressure or anything.
All right. My Arcana is a +8, so my rolls were not amazing. I got a 4 and a 13. So 13 plus my 8, that's a 21. Yep, 21.
I wouldn't rule that out as not impressive.
Yeah. No, 21.
Well, the 13 alone
Blackjack.
is not impressive. The +8 is what makes it good.
Considering like impossible DCs are set as 30, a DC 30. Like if you roll above 20 for a DC check, you're doing pretty good. in rule of thumb. Yeah, so with the 21, you take that 10 minutes. You kind of conferring with Fleck adding his arcane probing into this, as well as you just kind of sit with Mr. Sparkles, who you're aware that he's there. He's just sort of this ethereal mote that he kind of materializes himself a little bit as you're kind of having this time with him. And what you're able to understand is that he's capable of essentially casting the spell Resurrection, the 7th level spell Resurrection. As a one shot, basically, is cast, whether it works or not, it's done. So he will attempt the resurrection. If it fails, it fails. He's gone. If it succeeds, he's also gone. But it is a 7th level spell Resurrection in its full form, without the need for the 1,000 gold diamond. Essentially, he is the diamond. He is the
diamond
component that casts the spell. Yeah,
So we consume him in casting.
correct. Yeah, you don't need the extra component. He is the component.
Seems relatively straightforward, if a little macabre.
Yeah.
Now, while the ritual is going on, I think Talon will sidle on over to Torque.
Who at this point would have woken up.
Torque, you've been uncharacteristically quiet these last several hours.
Well, and some of that was spent to sleep. Also, the last few days have been a lot to take in, if you forgive me for saying so.
Oh, trust me. I know. Can I interest you in a bit of a spiked coffee?
Well, I suppose it might
Fifi.
take the edge off.
You might want it. So
Yeah, he will accept.
this whole punching a god thing, still on that?
Well, perhaps not in such reductive terms, but
Your words, not mine.
you understand that I have a certain amount of expectation that has been placed on me.
Yeah, I get it. What's your whole opinion on the entire Umbra Triscades joint venture that seems to be going on here?
It's certainly disconcerting, and I will not mince my words.
Of course.
It definitely seems like we have our work cut out for us. But strange thing about having a god essentially bequeath her power onto yourself is that you find yourself spending a lot of time not just figuring out how to tap into it, but also what that power should be best used for.
Punching enemy gods.
This is the most pressing of my current goals, yes.
And are you only wanting to punch Triscades, or has Umbra entered into your sights as well now?
Well, if both of them pose a threat to this world, then I must at least try to do what must be done.
Umbra is the villain in this particular instance here, I believe. That's all been well established. The Sir Ned is working for Umbra, as we know, and
This
through
would-
Umbra, Triskades, yes?
This would also explain the undead outbreaks, not just here on this particular island, but the business with the Red Wake as well. It's all beginning to become much clearer.
Would it focus your rageful intentions a bit solidly if I told you that due to Umbra's involvement and Umbra's minions and Umbra's engagement, Tanshu is now dead?
You see just like a brief instant of just some sparks of electricity just kind of run up the length of Torque's arm.
Subtle,
He just kind of
Taylor.
looks at you stoically and says, "That would probably be a motivator, yes."
I'll clap a hand on Torque's shoulder. Well then, let's go punch a god.
Wait a minute. Did we know Tanshu was dead?
I did.
Dang. All right.
You did not.
We didn't.
Last you
Okay,
saw-
I was going to
she
say, I'm looking through my
hurled,
notes.
She was hurled away with several broken bones. I
Yeah.
believe was the last we saw of her.
Okay, and of course Silas. Yep. Sorry, Silas
would know.
knows. Yep. Okay.
Truth be told, this is the outcome that I expected. Still, I can't help but feel as though I may have failed her.
Well, failure only lasts as long as you can until vengeance overtakes it.
It's funny, mourning someone I barely knew. She might not have ever realized it, but in a lot of ways, she was the catalyst for making me the person that I am now. I suppose the best I can do is try to do right, but for the people of Tyr. Not just to absolve my own guilt, although selfishly that is certainly part of it, but also to try and honor what she was trying to do for the people of this island to the best of my ability.
Well,
Thank you for
Sure.
letting me know.
consider me a sword in your arm against the powers of Umbra.
Did Silas say anything else to you of interest?
Bits and pieces. Nothing that's particularly relevant other than that what we already knew. Eddard is long past lived his usefulness. And me and my cousin, plus him, I suppose, are the last remaining Veils on the face of the planet. So, you know,
And how do you feel about all of this?
is it really so bad if a cursed bloodline dies out?
If you don't mind me prying, it's my understanding that your upbringing and your relationship to your family was something of a terse one.
You could say that. I've never really been much of a family person.
You asked me about my goals. Perhaps it's only fair that I do the same. Tayland, what do you attempt to do after you kill the man you've been looking for? Or have you even thought that far?
You're assuming that I'll survive the fight.
Well, assuming you do,
And we'll cross
would
that
come
bridge
next?
when we get there.
This person you're hunting is that formidable that you worry about your own abilities?
Well, I'll get back to you on that after we take down Lord Vale.
As someone who has some experience in this particular line of work, don't let your obsession lead to self-destruction. I'm not going to give you some platitude about how vengeance isn't the answer and that how by killing this person that you're hunting, you'll end up being just like them or some rubbish like that. All I do ask of you is that you do not let yourself be consumed to the point that your own preservation is no longer a priority.
Hey, you don't got to worry about me. I have a reason to live.
So do I now. He holds up the coffee. Cheers to that, then.
Here's a health to the company.
Oh, baby.
Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Oh, look, it appears Dinar is being useful.
Any word, Captain?
Well, I mean, Flick and I have done what we are capable of doing. But essentially, Mr. Sparkles is capable of casting very powerful spell Resurrection. There doesn't appear to be anything outside of the ordinary in terms of how it's useful or what it might accomplish. In terms of the questions you're asking, Tayland, I don't think I have the answers for you.
Oh,
I'm sorry, did you just say that the ability to bring back the dead might not be relevant?
He's asking if it does anything more than what we assume the word resurrection means.
well, we now know that it is more powerful than... It's not something that we have to be there. So, as an example, if we wanted to, we could bring Tanshu back.
Yes.
Though I have a feeling that Umbra's involvement might cloud that. I actually don't know.
Give me a religion check.
Me?
Yep.
Okie doke.
The one who had a bit of an upbringing in a temple.
I did. 23.
23. Okay. You know enough about the afterlife, based on the teachings that you received from the priests of Marentha, that regardless of where a soul goes afterwards, in order to be brought back, there's obviously time has a play in there, but regardless of time past, the soul has to be willing and able in order for resurrection to work. If either one of those is not possible, then resurrection won't work no matter how powerful the magic. That much you know.
And resurrection also has the limit of has to have been dead for at least a century.
Resurrection, is 100 years. True resurrection is beyond that, but resurrection is 100
True
years,
resurrection is beyond that. Resurrection needs to be dead within a century, and you need to at least have what would be constituted as the body. It can be missing several pieces, but it needs to be like the body.
Yes.
Because it does restore limbs and stuff like that. But the soul does need to be willing.
Which is what we learned when Dinar tried to resurrect the one missing person.
Yes. Does the afterlife function similarly to like traditional D&D, where after a certain amount of time the soul becomes a petitioner and basically forgets about their mortal life and then probably won't resurrect?
It's possible. It would depend on, again, you know, like, depends on the person, depends on how strong their connection to the material plane. Typically those who still have family or have strong causes, connections to material plane, have more lingering desire perhaps to come back or reason to come back. trauma, anything like that, anything that sort of like stays with a person, even in the afterlife longer, would kind of tie them. But the more at peace they are, the more likely they are to forget. So it's almost like the better they died, or the better their reward or result in the end, the less likely they're willing to come back, because they're like,
Yeah,
why would I go back to
I guess
that?
that makes sense. It's always going to be easier to resurrect someone who's evil because they're probably suffering.
And they're like, yeah, let me back at him. Whereas somebody who's found like true peace in paradise are just like,
Yeah,
I don't want to go back to that. You kidding me?
As far as I'm concerned, this is excellent news. I would suggest holding on to that dinar. We don't want to be listlessly wasting such a powerful ability.
Best not be hasty, Master Dinar.
Well, I mean, when Mr. Sparkles first offered it up, it made it seem like this would be a great opportunity if one of us was to fall. As we've gone along and I've seen our abilities to fight in battle, less seeing the need for us, but maybe somebody we can help along the way. But yes, we should certainly hang on to it. I'm not going
It
to
should
be...
probably be, now that we know the limitations and the lack thereof, it certainly is not something that we have to make lightly.
No. And not something we have to make quickly.
Precisely.
There's not a lot of time restriction on it. So, shall we go kill a robot?
Gonna say, speaking of time, time's a ticking.
We do have to beat that
Well-
into this egg.
Gather our stuff then, and
Or we'll stand up and crack his neck. On your lead, Captain.
Talon will hang a little bit behind, back where Flick is, just kind of sidling on back and hand over a flask.
Never say no to a little warm up here. Pre-game.
Game Kofefe.
Hey, Flick.
The hair of the dog.
Yeah.
We're friends, right?
Last I checked, but usually that's the intro to a very uncomfortable conversation. Carry on.
You'd did you have many? I mean, you had a lot of family. Did you have many friends growing up?
I mean, I was friendly, but the way that they didn't like keeping us together for too long. You know, you make attachments and they start making plans, so they kept the workforce shuffling. Plus, you know, it wasn't the safest environment, so you didn't really get time to make connections, if you catch my drift.
I understand. You're probably the closest one out of the group here. I mean, you know, Torque is Torque, and Dinar is, you know, sort of the leader. So he's got that sort of air of authority that makes it hard to be personable with him. You know, I feel like you and me, we have an understanding.
Oh yeah. Usually about filthy lucre, but carry on.
You would say something if I was causing problems for the group, right?
Yeah, I have.
But I mean, like, really, you would, because, you know, you're you, and
Ain't I just? Yeah, listen, buddy, there's no worries. If you're going off half-cocked, I will put an end to that real fast. Don't you worry.
and do you think that the drinking is an issue?
Well timed.
Yeah. Yes, as we're sharing a flask here, it's like,
Oh yeah, it's not lost on me.
I mean, I'm not a huge human biology expert, but it ain't good for you, buddy.
That's not what I'm asking.
I think it's a tool that you're using, and I think it might be your hammer. right? You heard the old one. Everything looks like a nail,
Yeah.
and you're getting hammered. And yeah, so I would not be unhappy if you found other tools. Let's put it that way. I think this little crew that we got going here, I think it's helped focus you a little bit.
Just don't know if I could find anything that works as well as it does. Flick,
Yeah.
there's a particularly unique reason that I'm always ensuring I have a flask on me at all times. I can't sleep otherwise. Or I can, but it's not what I would call rest.
Yeah, I get
And
that. If
I had a way to remove this tool from my belt, there's a chance that it would only just get worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what you're saying is, if you're not hammered, then you're gonna get nailed. Is that the problem?
I mean, you make it sound far more pleasant, incidentally. But
Well,
Those layers here.
I mean, you seem to you draw power from your music. Could that be a help? Do you need a lullaby? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Do you need me to sing every night? Let me tell you, I got this great goblin shanty. It'll knock you right out.
Literally.
it's more of a... He literally just picks up a shanty home and hits you in the head with it.
Yeah, basically.
It's more of a... All right. There's a limited window of opportunity that I could make use of to, if nothing else, improve the amount of money in my wallet and the carrying capacity of all of my pockets. Sort of. But if I were to cut out the vice of my life, there's a good chance that it will be replaced with something far worse, far more cumbersome and debilitating. And I need to know how much of a problem it is on the group to determine whether it's worth it.
Listen, I'll be straight with you, buddy. You've definitely caused us issues when you get a little bit too deep into it. So, yeah, it might be easier on the rest of us. But by the same token, I know it's almost medicinal for you at times. So I don't think a cold turkey approach is not going to work neither. So, hey, man, it's your body that you're ruining. And if you want to stop ruining it, then great. I think I'm definitely here to help you, and I know the others will do what they can in their own way, right?
All right. Thanks, Flick. I figured you could give me some solid dick.
Straight talk. All right, let's go kick a robot's ass.
I think that expression has been used since the 1950s.
Well, we're back in whatever era.
That's true.
Right. So you make your way back to the threshold of Silas's lair. And as you step through the door, the traps are all off. Nothing has reset. He reminds you to not enter beyond the threshold, as Sentinel will activate as soon as you cross that threshold. So you've returned. I can only assume that you are prepared then to do what needs to be done.
Oh, don't worry. We couldn't possibly be more prepared, old man. I mean, it's very rare that Dinar gets a chance to prepare spells specifically for something we're about to do.
Right.
Perfect repertoire.
Flick too, actually, if we're going to be calling people out.
True story.
Remember, you must bring Sentinel into the circle where the bomb, for lack of better terminology, is waiting. And once it weakens him, you will be able to damage him. Before that, he will feel nothing. He will not be harmed by anything that you do to him. He will not be slowed. He will not be hurt. He will not be damaged. You must get him to the center.
Well,
and remember, when you do, run. Get back. Outside of the circle. Make sure you are not in the circle when it goes off.
Oh, yeah. I meant to ask, because there's like 6 circles here. Which circle do we need? What's the radius of this?
The big one in the middle.
You want the encompassing circle, the one which the wards.
Yeah.
You will see once he enters in there, I will enact the failsafe, which will put up the final shield around it. And you do not want to be caught inside of that. You want to be beyond it.
And the 10-foot diameter one.
Like out there or out there?
Beyond like the very edge of the circle.
So where the purple circle is, that's the circle.
Yes, the whole thing is the
we
circle.
want to be outside the orange.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And once you enact it, there's no getting out of that circle.
Not until it goes off. Once
Okay.
it does, then the wards will all come down. You may not be there anymore. Or you may. Depends on how lucky you are. But
Well, those of us who do not have any teleportation should probably make sure they definitely get out. So, Torque.
well,
Understood.
there's a few things that we could take a look at. Torque and I could go into the circle. I have the
Does anybody
ability to
know
teleport
heat
us
metal?
out with him. Heat metal. No.
I'm not going to push that one because that's a spell I could know. I just refuse.
I was going to say it's a druid only, isn't it?
I don't know. It's a good spell. It's not very aquatic or windy, but
So what all is involved in activating the bomb?
it's just a matter of bringing the golem in, and then Silas is going to activate it. I believe.
So
Correct.
That's all
Sounds like
Silas.
he'll take care of the rest. Well,
let me put it this way. It is a proximity bomb triggered or connected to Sentinel. I've connected it to its life force. Once Sentinel approaches it, it activates.
So like if we all sort of set up shop over here on the opposite side of the circle, as soon as he walks across the circle to get to us, kablooey.
That would be the hope.
All right.
Let me,
That seems like
as
a good plan to
I
me.
mentioned, Sentinel was created by very advanced people, the Valshar. It's best not to think of. Well, see, I have to think of him as a him. It's best not to think of it as an unintelligent hunk of metal, but more of a thinking calculating, hunting entity. It is something unique.
Silas,
Not like in mindless undead, the zombies will just take the shortest path. I don't know its capabilities in full, to be honest. I don't know its tactics, but assume that it is smart.
who put this bomb on the ground?
I did. I created it. It's on the pedestal. I spent years
Okay.
forming it. It is a spell. It is an enchantment. I created this circle. I've created the wards in place. I've created the shield that will go up afterwards. This has been decades worth of ritual and research.
And have you ever seen Sentinel activate?
No.
My only question is how much time transpires between the arming of the bomb and the detonation?
Well,
Is it instantaneous or does it occur on a timer?
I have set it to be near instantaneous, meaning you have a few seconds, 2 seconds. For game mechanics, we'll say 6.
Approximately 6 seconds. Oh, really? Oh,
Now- As with any spell, there is always the chance, well, especially with a ritual, especially something this complex, there's always the chance that it won't go as planned.
well, of course.
I do not fear that it won't go off. 2 seconds, maybe 10, may become 0.
Wow,
There's always.
there's a world of difference when it comes to fighting for your life between 2 seconds and 10 seconds.
It's correct. So this is why I say don't chance it. Just don't be near it when it activates. You will see it activate. It will pulse out a light. It will begin to hum. You will hear the emanating resonance from it, which will indicate that it is primed and it is ready to go. When you hear that hum, when you see that light, you don't want to be anywhere near it.
Captain,
Yeah.
by any chance, did you prepare your growy shrinky spell today?
I have the growy shrinky spell prepared.
Crowy shrinky.
I also have the ability to teleport
New name,
myself
Kanan.
plus one other. So
Depending on how large the Sentinel is, if you can make it smaller, I might be able to get it into the circle with greater ease.
okay.
I'll give you a signal when the time occurs.
All right. So you want me to try to shrink it and then you throw it into the circle?
That's one plan. But then again,
Can
no
you
plan
shrink it
survives.
enough for that to work?
I
I guess if Torque is large,
I will warn
as long
you
as
that
it's medium or smaller.
everything I know about Sentinel, and again, I've spent years researching what I can, you will not change its shape, its size, its form. It is immutable.
Well, you know what they say: no plan survives first contact with the enemy. Let's just try and wrestle it in, shall we?
Well, I
Any
think
more hemming and hawing is just more time wasted.
plan A is rodeo clown, plan B is wrestling.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we want to maybe Torque and I go in. You two stay out. But Torque and I go in, go right into the circle and wait for it to charge us. As soon as it's into the circle, I grab Torque and we dimension door out. Silas activates, bomb goes off, and then once it's down, all 4 of us just start wailing on it.
That's a fine enough plan to start,
Rude,
Captain.
but
I'm just thinking if, as Silas has suggested, if it is more intelligent than just taking the straightest path, if any of us are outside, it might target them first. But if the only
it is possible.
two targets are inside the bomb radius, if it wants to attack us, it has to come to us.
Now, do not forget that, as I had mentioned, it has different modes of activation, if you will. It has different forms that it carries out, and there is a bit of chaos inherent to its creation. So be aware of these things. Watch for any change you see in it, and be on your toes.
Well, I feel like we're about as prepared as we can be. I think that we should get this
Good.
over with while we still have time to spare.
One last thing before you cross the threshold. Talent.
What is it, old man?
Last chance.
Yeah, look over at Flick. I think I'm okay.
Very well. Good luck, gentlemen. I hope that I will not see you after this.
I hope so too. Although technically you wouldn't see us no matter what.
Oh, I see, just not the way that you do.
Well, see, this is the thing though. You're not technically seeing, so.
Yeah, let's hoping that you don't
You have
sense
no
us
idea.
as a big stripe of paste along the floor, and rather you get to go to the great hereafter. Enjoy your afterlife, sir.
I'm really hard pressed as to how any of this is necessary. Can we please just go fight the thing?
Right, but before you step over the threshold, prep spells. Anybody got like blur or anything they want to cast before we?
I mean,
It's so rare we get a chance to prep cast that we got to take advantage of this.
I suppose it would be foolish of Dinar to not cast mage armor on himself, so Dinar will pull out his leather and cast his protective magical force around him.
Like I'll
Alright.
definitely be throwing up a mirror image before we begin, right before we begin.
Okay.
But are
I could
all-
also
Are we going with my plan of just Torque and I, or are all four of us going in?
either way,
Let's.
I want mirror image up.
That's fair.
Hmm.
In case once we cross the threshold
so-
no longer matters.
Quick question to the group, tactically. I have two options here. I can throw. Well, actually, Craig, is this room? This is a big room. Is this big enough for me to summon a lightning storm in?
What's the height necessary for that?
10 feet tall with 60-foot radius.
Okay.
Point you
'Cause the
can see
room-
within range above you.
The ceiling is about 50 feet tall. It is large.
Okay.
So it's
So
50
as long
foot.
as there's at least 10 feet, as long as it's at least a 15-foot tall room. The problem is that because the cloud is 10 feet and I can only target things beneath it. So if the room if the creature is tall enough that its head would be in the 10-foot cloud at the roof, then it is moot because I can't actually use the spell on it.
Yeah. So the room is about 50 feet tall. Sentinel is about somewhere between 20 and 30.
Okay.
Okay, so I could
He's
throw a
huge,
storm.
right?
in
He
there.
is huge. He is like
But I could still throw a cloud in there.
Flick
So I
like
can-
comes up to like his ankle.
I can do that, or I can bring out Big Willie and fly around. Because I don't know about you, but I feel like that thing doesn't have very good anti-air capabilities. Just taking a quick look at it, can we determine that? Like, it doesn't have any like seeming like ballista cannons or harpoon launchers.
You have no idea.
Yeah, okay. It
I really-
there's
You've never
nothing
encountered
obvious.
anything
Okay.
like this. Silas has indicated that he doesn't even know what all of its potentials are. It has the ability to do different things. So you can prepare as much as you have, but you're going to get into analysis paralysis, I believe. You're
I
not
would-
going to know everything it does.
I would lean
Yeah,
towards more
that's fine.
the lightning cloud myself. It's a giant metal.
So the
Lightning
only
rod?
reason I would have that's fair. The only reason I would have against that is because that does take my action every round, and if I'm
Oh.
if I summon the bird instead, that's a bonus action, and I can do other things, such as then again, there isn't going to be a whole like tidal wave, for example. But
I don't know.
yeah, I honestly it could go either way. That's fine. I'm gonna do mirror image
Okay.
right before we begin. To be fair, I'm probably gonna be throwing shatter at this thing a whole bunch anyway. So,
Dork Flick, any last minute prep?
I will cast Long Strider on myself.
Okay. Torque, you want to cast anything?
Torque will scrape some of the barnacles off of his anger, make it a bit more aerodynamic.
Perfect. All right. So is everybody ready?
No, but yes.
I feel I feel like the lightning's probably better because if I'm summoning the beast, it's gonna be probably destroyed almost immediately. So.
Well, that the other thing too. If Willie does get caught, then it's just out. Oh,
all right. Mirror image will be the only prep I'm gonna do then.
As the four of you prepare to cross the threshold and bring the fight to Sentinel, we're going to take an early break.
That makes sense.
Before we jump into it. So we will be right back and we will pick up as the fight begins. Stay tuned. We'll see you shortly.
Hey, Elderbrain Collective. If you've been enjoying our live stream D&D campaign and want to support us, there are many ways you can do just that, and we would be super grateful. Seriously, it'd be awesome. First, of course, make sure you're following us on Twitch. Once we get our 50 followers goal, we can make our stream even better with subscriber perks. Then, be sure to follow our Twitter account. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post stream VODs as well as additional content coming soon. Of course, you can listen to audio transcripts of our stream on Podbean if that's your preference. Of course, you'll miss out on our handsome faces, but you get our incredible voices, so it's pretty good. You want to hang out with the collective and chat D&D and, well, everything else? Head over to our Discord server. It's open to anyone who wants to join. Finally, we've just launched our Patreon page, which is the optimum and best way to support us. That's redundant, optimum is best. Each tier gets you additional perks, including exclusive Discord emotes, monthly digital content, behind-the-scenes info and creature stats, and, for the truly faithful, you can even gain power over the PCs in-game, live on stream, and have an impact on what happens next. I think that's pretty awesome. We'd love your support. You can find the links to all of our sites on our link tree. Check out linktr.ee/elderbrain, linktree/elderbrain. We hope to see you joining us soon as a member of the collective. Happy gaming, everyone.
Whispers in the window are angry waves. Way over the sea of souls. Down to the mists as the ocean slaves. Way over the sea of souls. Hey, ho, the sea of souls. Way over the sea of souls. Oyster sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey, oh, it's the sea of souls. Oh, way, oh, the sea of souls. Way, oh, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey, oh, it's the sea of souls. Hey, oh, it's the sea of souls. Sea of souls.
Greetings, wary travelers. My name is Mike, and I will be playing the role of Dinar Neurixius, Dragonborn wizard on the Sea of Souls. Allow me to get into character and we can learn a little bit more about this pale golden dragon. Being chosen is supposed to be a good thing.
chosen by the gods to serve a purpose. However, it can mean facing a life alone. I was born in our homeland, Drakor, in the east. And though these scales are supposed to be a blessing, I was reviled by so many. I could see their jealousy, could feel their stares. My own people shunned me, and so I left. I still drew stares when I arrived in Stormhaven. It's hard to miss these scales. But the dwarves were far more accepting of me. I learned I could put my magic to good use out on the seas, so I served aboard a ship, adding my arcana to their arsenal. Maybe one day I'll return home. Maybe they will welcome me as Verithan's champion. Or at least, as kin. For now, though, life among the Gungrim is good. I am used to standing out here, used to towering over this good folk. But what they lack in size, they make up for in heart.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I play the goblin Flick Dogslicer, an Eldritch Knight fighter. Once upon a time, there was a goblin named Flick. That's me. He was a good egg, but as a recently emancipated man, he didn't necessarily have the finest grasp on the rules of free society, and often ended up on the wrong side of the law. So anyway, I'm in this back alley, minding my own business, rooting through the trash, when this old guy in a blue dress and a big floppy hat with stars and crap all over it comes out of nowhere screaming, "Oh my god, it's a goblin," and starts shooting fire out of his hands at me. So I shanked him. I didn't mean to kill him per se, but, heat of the moment and all that. Now even I knew how this would play out with the guard, so I'm looking for a quick escape. But this old guy didn't even have the courtesy of carrying a coin purse, just this big stupid book. So, yoink, and I beat feet to the pier and sign aboard the first ship that's looking for crew. Long story short, with enough time and patience, even a bozo like me can figure out a little magic from that big old book. I joined a good crew and enjoy my life as a seafaring mercenary, trying to keep ahead of the law and maybe make a coin or two for myself. The end. By Flick.
Greetings, tale seekers and story watchers. I am Devon, medieval enthusiast and D&D veteran since my 11th birthday when I received the 3rd edition starter set. Led to a bit of a collection. I will be playing the part of Tayland Wavesinger, human bard and mariner, master of the weaponized sea shanty. Oh, it'd be alright if the wind was at our sails. Tayland is a man slowly being consumed by his own faults. He drinks far too much, and has quite a ruthless disposition against those he dislikes. But he still tries to do what's right when he can. As for his goals, well, I'll let him tell you. Oh, me name is Tayland Wavesinger, and I quickly tell to you of a man that I am a-hunting across the ocean blue, with power over the sea and sky. Believe me when I say that when I finally find the bastard, it'll be his last day.
In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Alf, the sacred river, ran through caverns measureless to man. Down to a sunless sea.
Torque is a Tortle barbarian, presumed to be the sole survivor of the Loggerhead tribe. Even by Tortle standards, Torque is a taciturn individual, never deigning to use 5 words where 2 will suffice, and as such has been less than forthcoming in sharing his personal history with his compatriots. What is known of Torque is that he was discovered on a remote island by a passing merchant vessel, having apparently been marooned there for some years in the wake of a shipwreck which destroyed the rest of his tribe. It is for this reason that Torque holds a special reverence for Desfuna, goddess of the ocean, whom he believes spared his life in the ocean storm that decimated his kin. Having spent the better part of a decade in near total isolation, Torque is unfamiliar with the ways of the modern world, and his social skills are somewhat lacking. It is perhaps for this reason that he has chosen to align himself with allies who are blessed in the gift of gab, as he continues on his pilgrimage, the destination of which is unknown even to himself. Hi everyone, my name is Jack, and I am not a professional voice actor or performer by any means. However, I do have a serious passion for tabletop RPGs, and I hope that you enjoy this upcoming game as much as we're going to enjoy playing it.
Welcome back. So as you prepare to enter into the lair and cross the threshold, Silas gives you one last look as he stands by his spellbook ready, gives a nod. It's all up to you.
Oh, now the pressure's on.
I'm so nervous.
Prepare yourself to fight. Come, we must unite. Draw forth your rapier and powder. Set sail with us tonight.
Allow me to take the lead, gentlemen, as Torque will step through the threshold.
Bardic inspiration!
Oh, okay. Torque will be inspired to cross the threshold.
Dinar will be right behind Torque. He plans on just staying right next to him so he can dimension door if necessary.
All right. I will get all of you to roll initiative, please.
Aye, aye, sir.
Still rolling our custom initiative.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, we will determine how we'd like to do that.
As I am singing at the beginning of combat, I will argue for a performance.
Oh crap, what have I done? Nope. Nope. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
What did you do?
Did you guys not see the roll?
But you rolled a 24.
I know, but that's not how we're supposed to roll initiative.
All right. I
don't see the
okay,
custom
so
thing.
Talon, you said you're going
Performance, as I am going.
you have to click on your token.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yep.
Performance, go ahead.
Oh. 27.
I mean, that's okay, I guess. Torque.
I guess because Torque is kind of trying to like size up the Sentinel here, and it is a big boy, certainly. I think intimidation, because he's trying to be a little bit goading, but also he's kind of posturing a little bit.
I think that's fair. Yep.
This warrior that's entering this arena. Respectable.
Okay, Dinar.
Well, I mean, the obvious choice for Dinar is Arcana, which I feel like going into this situation, there is the magical runes on the floor. Dinar is trying to figure out which spell he's going to use as he's going in.
You cast Mage Armor as you're going in.
I cast Mage Armor as I'm going in. I'm trying to figure out, like, what is this Sentinel going to be capable of magically?
Okay.
So I feel like I'm on guard.
Sure. Okay. Go for it.
All right. It's not bad. Well, actually, let me see. What does that roll?
Not bad.
So that's +8, but that is also going to be +2 because of my feat, which is one of these feats. Which one is it? Tactical wit.
So that makes it 25, yeah.
I get to add. Oh, sorry. My initiative roll equals my equal to my intelligence modifier, which is currently 4. So it's +4.
Oh.
So it's also 27.
Okay. All right. And Flick?
I think I'm just trying not to be seen at this point. So I want stealth.
Sounds good to me. Yep. Yep.
He doesn't know anyone's in the door. It's fine. We're all friends. All right. Stealth. Kablam. Ooh, hi. That's a 4 on the die for those of you following along at home for a total of 13.
All right. So, Torque, as you rush in, Denara step behind you, there's a sound almost like air escaping as the pressure, just kind of like a
little hiss whine.
And you see the Sentinel just kind of move a little bit. And then the eyes begin to glow. Oh boy!
Oh.
As blue energy just begins
here
to
we
form
go.
off of him. His arms come out from the sides.
Color
And in a
coordinated.
low, rumbling voice, you hear, "Intruder." He starts to take steps as he moves forward.
Reactor online. Engine online. Weapon systems online.
And rolls absolutely worst initiative I could possibly roll.
Nice.
Almost. So at least there's that.
Yep.
Hey!
Lucky us.
He's a slow boy.
Slow bro.
That may,
Please,
that-
he's lumbering.
That may help you.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
All right. Talon and Dinar, you want to choose which of you is
May as well be
taking the-
Dinar. You're the one who walked through the threshold, so it may as well be you first.
correct. True. Okay, Dinar.
Um,
As you step in, you see blue light and blue energy start to pulse around the Sentinel as he comes to life.
all right. We talked about this, so Dinar is going to step in and go 1, 2, and as he's following past Torque, he's just gonna say, "Follow my lead," and he's gonna come
Aye,
into
Captain.
right here, and then I want to prepare a spell, but if I don't get the conditions, then it burns it, right?
Yeah, you're
If you
effectively
cast it, yeah.
So I suppose that's going to be all that Dinar does for now. We're not sure. We can't attack the thing. It doesn't do anything yet. So Dinar will just stand in and try to egg this thing into the circle.
Okay. Talon.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem when you go first in a fight like this.
Yeah.
So I've already cast Mirror Image. We know we can't injure it until it's stepped into the circle. Why don't I throw up Call Lightning then?
Okay.
I mean, I may as well cast it, right? Like, unless there's,
Mhm.
because I don't really have any buffing spells. So I've already got my familiar out. So yeah. I guess we don't know if I were to try like Vicious Mockery, if even though it wouldn't take damage, if it would still receive the disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yeah,
that
no
might
idea.
Yeah, that might be worth doing if that's the case. I kind of want to try that just to see what'll happen. What the hey? Let's give it a shot. Hey! Bucket of bolts! Your mother was an iron. Like it to make a wisdom save.
No save needed.
All right.
is immune.
Good to know.
Has no effect. It just stares at you.
We've learned things.
Its eyes just gonna flash.
Yeah, I will. Me and my 3 clones, my water clones, will duck behind the wall. You guys got this.
It's like, oh crap, it's humming.
I guess I could. I mean, I could throw another bardic inspiration at Dinar. Why not?
That gives me a D6.
Yeah, it's a D8 now, I think, actually.
Oh.
I will double check that. But may as well throw 2 of those out on you guys, and I feel like you're going to need it.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's a D8.
All right. That's it for Jalen?
Yeah, I think that'll be it.
All right. On initiative 20, we will initiate its phase shift.
Oh.
As you watch as its eyes go, and the blue light brightens and brightens and brightens until it becomes a bright, shining white.
Oh boy.
Torque.
Okay. Well, following the plan, Torque's going to start by entering a rage. And then as part of my instinctive pounce, I can move 20 feet over here. Well, I guess I should stay close to the captain, eh? I can move 15 feet over here and increase my size.
Okay.
Boing, boing, boing.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Wait, I forgot about this. I don't have to enlarge you anymore.
It's part of his giant
That's right.
subclass.
Yeah, that's right.
You still can enlarge him.
And as Torque's anchor crackles with electricity, he's going to kind of swing it once overhead and then throw it at the Sentinel. Not expecting to do any damage, but just to sort of get its attention and also to maintain my rage by making at least 1 attack.
Okay.
This will not be a reckless attack, and since it's outside of my my short range, this will be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit?
Does not.
All right. Well, hopefully that at least alerted it to my presence, as if being, 20 feet tall didn't already do that.
Yeah, it's aware that you're there. Definitely. Forgot to put its bar on. There we go. You guys see the bar on it now?
No.
Let me.
Oh, now I see a green bar.
Yeah, the mall just actually doesn't even fully make connection. You can see that it comes close and just hits something and just drops to the ground and then comes back to you. But it definitely looks at you now. It was looking Traylon's direction now, just kind of shifts its gaze towards you. Hostile action detected.
I think you got its attention.
Flick.
I guess we're just kind of cooling our jets, aren't we?
What's a jet?
Something the Valshar created.
Like a gemstone?
Yes, yeah, quite. Gotta keep them cool so they'll set properly.
Okay.
I will move here. And Paige will flitter in behind me, and I'll just use my action to hide. Because why not?
Right. Go ahead and make your stealth check.
Stealth check. Another 13, because apparently I can only roll 4s tonight. That bodes well.
Okie dokie. And that brings us to Sentinel. Sentinel will immediately.
Oh boy.
All right, it's go time.
Slamming in towards you, Torque. And you're big.
Oh, we got him into the circle.
It's bigger. It's like, it is just like.
Yeah. No, even if we shrank him, I would not be able to throw him.
And you see that even like as it, from when it was standing still, as it begins to move, there's like, as the joints kind of elongate, and you see that it actually comes up to its full height, that it was kind of compacted and now like is even larger than you thought originally. And so he's a big boy.
Big boy.
Torque, is your enlarging ability is a magic effect?
Well, we've already kind of. I feel like we've already kind of entered a situation where we asked if anti-magic would affect my rage, and we decided not.
Correct. Okay.
So.
You do feel all.
Follow up on that then. Does it affect the Bardic Inspiration?
I'm going to say that any. I'll say no to that. Any magic items that you have on you, Torque, you immediately feel go inert. Dinar.
Bugger.
Your mage armor winks out. You also feel any active magic effects and magic items on your person just suddenly go inert.
That's a lot for Dinar. His
When
whole
it-
thing is that.
When it came into a certain proximity, or when its vision turned toward. Okay.
As it came within about 20 feet of you, all of a sudden your spell, your mage armor just fizzles out.
Oh boy.
And you feel like whatever magic you have on you is
That's
just like
concerning.
it's just gone. Torque,
Yes.
the Sentinel's fist just kind of starts to glow slightly, and he just raises it up, almost like slowly, intentionally kind of holding it for a second, and then just goes bam, 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 3 huge punches towards you.
Really glad I did not attack recklessly in that case.
24 to hit,
Yeah, that'll hit.
18 to hit,
18 hits.
and 16.
16 also hits.
What?
Oh wait, no, 16 does not hit. My bad. I was so expecting it to hit that I just sort of said that on autopilot. But no, 16
right.
does not hit.
In that case, you take 44 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 22 because of your rage.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
And you still, like, you've got your rage, but you feel this thing just like connect with you, even as enlarged. It's just like the knock kind of hits you back, like, oh, that hurt.
Tor kind
That's
of
rough.
just steps back and just, I didn't hear a bell.
At this point, as it's standing there, Silas kind of looks at Torque and Dinar and just says, run. As the arc bomb
The big boom.
activates,
What?
Well, you guys got to get out of there.
it primes. It primes.
I can't get us out of there.
As you hear the hum activate, and it starts to grow and grow and grow as you see the energy like pulsing off of this thing. And I'm going to roll initiative for it and see what happens.
Oh joy. Oh, joy of joys.
All of us go, wait, no. Flick doesn't go before it.
Flick is not in its proximity, though, so.
True.
Dinar, the arc bomb starts to glow, and you hear that hum.
So I can't use any magic.
Correct.
Oh, geez, my whole plan.
The arc bomb still seems to be working.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
That's true. All right, well, he told us to run. I'm going to assume that Torque will follow.
Down. Sorry, I don't want it to.
So Dinar is going to back off 5, 10. When I get to here, do I feel magical again?
Yes.
Right there?
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can do from there? I don't think there is anything I can do to help Torque right now.
Oh, I didn't loop properly. No. I had the hum looping, but it cuts off.
You could teleport me away.
I can't.
That might be helpful.
I can't though. If
Not
I have to,
into magic field.
I have to be within range, and the magic field
Well-
blocks it. That was the plan.
I guess we're really going to put Torque's stamina to the test here.
So.
Oh.
Disengage. Walk away.
Hey. There are 2 cats wrestling on my sofa right now. Life imitates art.
Roll initiative.
Just trying to see here with my tactician feat. So as a bonus action on your turn, you can designate any ally that you can see and that can hear you to perform one action immediately after your turn ends. They can use this action to take the attack, dodge, or use an item. This isn't going to help.
No.
As long as the bomb goes before it, which it does.
It does.
Torque can just walk away, right? He can just do the same thing you
Well,
did.
but he could invoke attack of opportunity against him. That's what I'm trying to prevent.
Disengage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he can just... Okay,
Hey.
all right.
Worst case scenario, we have a magic ghost that can bring people back from the dead.
That's very true.
You know.
All right.
Until that's gone, then we don't have any problems.
In that case, then...
I forgot to, just for effect, I forgot to show the shield going up. So let me do that.
Fancy stuff.
I saw that.
Now the circle's
As I say, the orange circle is complete now. I think from here, Dinar will back off. He's been utterly useless so far, and I don't think there's any way for him to be useful with what I've got. So
Yet.
Don't beat yourself up, guys.
So Dinar will back off.
Yeah, Sentinel will. Don't worry about it.
And then, and then he'll just yell out after Torque, "Get out of there!" And that'll be Dinar's turn.
All right. Talon.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got a way to get him out of there either. Boy, that anti-magic is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Sure is a thing.
I bet you guys are feeling real stupid now that you all played casters.
I mean, it's not like we could hurt it either way.
Barbarians winning yet again. I say as Torque is about to be beaten to death.
And Torque is in the anti-magic, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can't heal you.
Nope.
All I have to do is survive long enough to leave the circle.
I mean, I don't think that's much I can do. I'm kind of a magic person.
What do you want to do?
Kind of waiting for the eyes to not be white.
Yeah. Can I ready an action?
Time crunch. Okay. What are you going to ready?
Well, this is kind of weird. Can I guess I'll ready casting Call Lightning. Because when I cast it, I strike with it, right? So if I ready it for when I see the bomb go off, I'm going to just assume, hopefully, that there's no anti-magic at the time, and I'll be able to just... So I will begin to do that.
Okay.
Oh, you don't know a storm till you've ride the winds neath cold and black
And face
sky.
shift.
So...
Oh, it didn't work.
Going to shift. Oh,
there we go.
Oh, he's red.
Oh, and that's why his die rolls were in blue before.
No, the blue shows up when you get when you
A
get
one and an
a
eight.
one when you get a crit and a crit hit and a crit fail, like a 1 and a 20 or 1 and a max. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It shows so that it shows that you've got balancing out, whatever. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Red. Okay. As he turns red, his eyes turn red. Torque, you watch as the armor on him seems to almost like harden up. There's like a strength, a thickening of it that goes like becomes thicker and like, yeah.
Crap.
Torque,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Get out of there.
Get down to the cycle.
Here's the thing, though.
Get down.
Can he leave the circle?
Not before the bomb goes off.
The bomb will go off before he has a chance to move.
Okay, well, in that case, I guess Torque will disengage and just hop on out of there.
Good. So no attack of opportunity because you disengaged. All right.
Does disengage count as something to maintain your rage?
It's
No, I'll
No.
probably end up losing rage if this doesn't work, but what can you do?
Yeah. Okay.
as you step out of the circle, Torque, kind of just in time as you feel a pulse behind you and you get past the shield around the circle. And there's a moment where for all of you, it's almost as if time slows and there's kind of like a sucking in of energy and you feel like almost like a collective breath just, and then you see before you hear this pulse of light, this flash, blinding light. And then you hear it. I need all of you
Oh no.
to roll a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, my forte.
Guess who's got advantage on those?
As papers go flying across the room, chairs get knocked back. The shield goes down. Vale himself, you see, get thrown against the back wall and just kind of hit it and drop a little bit. The
Wow.
floor cracks.
Check me out.
We didn't actually think it would be that easy, did we?
No.
Dinar rolls an 18 plus 1 for 19.
Nice.
Somehow.
With advantage because I'm raging, that would be a 28.
Okay. So 28, 23, 7. And Dinar, what'd you get?
19 total.
19.
I
Okay.
will also remind that Torque and Dinar, you can both add a D8 to that if you want. I don't feel like Torque needs to worry about it.
I think I'll let it ride.
You're everybody, all except for Devin.
I rolled a
Talon
7.
Are okay. So, none of you are in. Okay, so good. So none of you are in there. So none of you take the 48 force damage from it, which actually, wow, look at that. That's not too shabby on the low end. However, Talon,
Oh boy.
you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as you are knocked back 30 feet.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Dinar, Torque, and Flick, you are knocked back 15 feet. If you're already against a wall, you do not move. And you take no bludgeoning damage.
Well, I'm pretty much against a wall.
But you still kind of, you get knocked back just from the...
Oh, I guess it'd be knocked back from the center, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see inside the force field as this concussive blast, and you see Sentinel kind of rock from it a little bit, and his eyes flicker for a second. You see no physical damage. But apparently, you can see him go shift for a second. Something happened. And as the force field goes down, the concussive blast, the residual energy from it just continues out past it and just rips through the room. You can see that the forge in the corner has split and there's lava. Magma has poured out onto the ground and starts cracking the ground. The floor in the center of where the arc bomb was and is no longer has cracked. Many of the runes in the circle have gone dead as well.
Does this activate my ready action, or has the blast back?
It can, yeah. Are you in range to cast it now, though?
I think so.
So 2 things. First of all, did we take damage, those of us that made the save, or no?
No.
No damage. Okay.
No damage. You went back 15 feet, no damage. Talon went back 30 feet and took damage.
Yeah, as long as I'm within 120 feet, so I mean, I should be okay.
I'm going to assume that shreds Paige then, unless I can make a.
Oh yeah, Paige and Willie are toast.
Oh yeah, that's
Paige.
They're like ripped.
Poor Willie.
They're ripped out of existence. Just.
Tatters of paper following me in the back. Yeah.
So, here's the thing. I'm technically in range because it's within 120 feet. However, I need to be able to see the point in the air where the storm cloud would appear. And I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm assuming 30 feet back away from the threshold is too far back to be able to see.
Yeah,
okay.
Because it's like a 8-foot door. Like it's not a 60-foot door, right? It's like it's small, so you wouldn't be able to see up in there.
Yeah. Follow-up question: did that affect my mirror images at all?
Are your mirror? No, because it's an AOE, right? So
it shouldn't affect mirror image, but you will have to concentrate to maintain.
Yeah,
it's not a concentration spell
because it's not a direct attack on you, so it's just an AOE,
okay.
Right? So it's.
I just wasn't sure if it like damages the mirror images or not.
The act of readying requires concentration.
The readying, yes, but I'm talking.
So you took damage, so you need to concentrate in order to keep the.
Yeah, but I'm not.
His ready it's failed anyway.
I'm not going to be able to enact.
You're not going to be able to. Yeah, it's a moot point. So ready die. Ready.
I'd say your mirror images are okay because it was you just getting knocked back. Like it's
okay.
Yeah. All right, the Sentinel takes a step and lurches for a second, and then rights itself. 5, 10, 15.
What?
20.
Well, it has a health bar now, so I think the bomb made it
5.
vulnerable.
Yeah, that was what they said was going to happen.
That's progress.
We weren't going to be able to damage it until the bomb went off. That was the plan.
Right.
So it is going to step in, and from where it is, it's going to raise its left hand towards you, Torque. The right hand raises towards you, Dinar.
No.
First attack against Dinar. 20 to hit.
Wait. Does a tie break? Who ends the tie?
Attacker.
Oh,
wait, is your armor class 20?
Well, my armor class is currently 14 because of mage armor.
But if you shield,
my shield would only take me up to 19.
19. So
well.
How many chaos dice do I have?
Allow me.
You're back at full now, so 4. Yeah.
He is within 60 feet of me, and I can see that he's going for, at least I assume, to be either Dinar or whoever.
Cutting words is but.
Cutting words.
Hell yeah.
I shall expend a bardic inspiration die to subtract his attack roll by a d8.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey.
That ought to do it.
All right, so that makes it 14. So now I have to spend a shield.
Well, I have to. Oh, you already did. Okay, so 6. Yeah. Okay.
So I'll spend a shield to bring my armor class up to 19.
Okay. So your magic shield goes up, and you're very glad that it does because you feel again the force of this thing. Like you're like, oh, I don't want to get hit by that.
So I kind of like recover a little bit from the blast back, kind of look over, and in sort of a daze, I can still make out what's going on over there as I will lunge out some cutting words at the thing.
Okay. Torque, 17 and 19 to hit.
Those both hit.
That's fine. I don't care about you.
I can take it.
You can take it. Dinar could not take like 2
Mhm,
from this
mhm.
thing.
I was about to just drop all my chaos dice to just try and soak as much of that as possible.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Good rolls.
Wait, 29. That doesn't make sense.
It's 3d8 plus 8, and you rolled a
Yeah, I guess
6, a 7, and an 8.
I guess so. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you
that's a lot.
take 30, 40, 50, 48
48?
damage half.
Brought down to 24.
No, you're not. No, you're not raging.
No, because I maintain
So
my rage as long as I attack
Oh, you took
or
damage.
receive
You
damage.
took-
So I wouldn't lose the rage until the start of my next
Right.
round.
Yeah.
Neither
so
of those things happen.
So 24 bludgeoning damages. Again, it just like slams its fist into you. Dinar and Turk, you both realize that it's able to punch, like it reaches up and its fists kind of like almost like not like rocket out, but there seems to be some sort of like shaft or hydraulic that like enables them to punch out at you.
That works out the muscle knots.
Dinar.
You skipped my turn.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
We need that turn.
You're right. So
Bomb went off,
I
and then I should
apologize
have gone
that.
next.
that
That's
is
okay.
correct. Sorry, Flick. Please go ahead. Yes.
All right. I will move to here. I will hex as a bonus action. And I will give him disadvantage on strength checks because he's got to do a lot of those, I'm sure. And then that was 1 square, 2, 3. I will whip him twice from here.
So I got to make those attacks with disadvantage then. Does it affect his attacks? I always forget on next year.
No, it's just ability checks.
Oh yeah.
So
Right.
19 and 24 are my attack rolls.
19 does not hit. 24 does.
Okay.
Lordy.
Well, I will roll 1. So 8 slashing and 6 necrotic.
So the necrotic has no effect.
Necrotic has no effect.
The slashing is halved.
Oh boy. Is it still in like its heavy armored state that we saw previously?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just going to make a note of that. Red equals melee damage. Question mark. Okay. I have moved now 3 squares. I will go 4, 5. I will draw the opportunity attack to go 6.
17 to hit.
That may hit. Let me see what my shield does for me. Where did it go? Axiom shield. There it is. On 1, my AC is 14, so I will cast shield and block that.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Shield failed, so shield.
Exactly. And I've got 2 more squares of movement, and I will just end up there.
All right. Now, Dinar. Sorry about that. Flick, I apologize. I was caught up in my narrative. I think I advanced the initiative and then didn't realize that I did.
Took the bomb out of the batting order, and they that kind of.
Yeah. Dinar.
All right.
So on the upside, you can move freely. Oh, out of curiosity, did I clock where it took that opportunity attack? Was it 10-foot reach or 5-foot reach or
15-foot reach?
15-foot reach. Noted.
It can punch far.
Fun.
With its hydraulic fists.
Oh shoot. 15-foot reach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the good news is I burned off the opportunity attack, so you're free to move.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
That is correct.
All right, well then Dinar's gonna go 5, 10, 15, and then from here I'm still 15 away, so Dinar will go 20 to there. And then because the big 1-2 punch that Dinar has is radiant. I need to test the waters and see if it's even going to work. So Dinar is going to light up the scales, and he's going to unleash his breath weapon in a 30-foot line.
Nice.
Straight through the Sentinel there.
Kaiju activate.
Yeah. So it has to make a DC save of... I need to write this down better. I have it written down as a Dex save.
Yep. That's what we decided. That's a 9.
So
Speed
the
is
DC
not its
save
strong
is
suit.
8 plus my Constitution modifier plus my...
It failed.
It failed, okay. So
It rolled
it
a
is
9.
going to take 3d6 damage. Because I am a higher level now, right? Breath weapon. 3d6 at 6th level. Yes, that's where I'm at. Okay. 3d6. 1, 2, 3. Not horrible. So it's just 3d6. There's no pluses on top of that. 3d6 radiant damage. So it is 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11 radiant damage.
Okay. And it will take 11 radiant damage.
Sweet.
You burn like a scar across its armor of radiant that seems to crack a little bit.
All right. Dinar will continue.
It doesn't move at all. It just, but
yeah,
it damages it. It's like,
Like
so
we'll
that's
shout
20 to
across
there.
the battlefield. Do that again, but make sure the eyes are red.
Dinar will finish his movement, so that's 25 and then 30 to there. And that'll be my turn.
all right, Talon.
Oh boy. I will move up to get a little bit closer to get a better view into the room. And I mean, I'm not safe here at all. But at least I have mirror image.
At the very least.
I'm sorry, that was just perfect. I'm not safe here.
Guys, I gotta go.
So here's
Just leaves.
Here's the thing. We already know it's not super dexterous, so Call Lightning is definitely a good option. However, Shatter being a con save is going to have a higher chance of success, though it will have disadvantage because it is a construct.
Perfect, Ian. I'm in danger.
I'm
Yep.
in danger. I still think economically, I think Call Lightning is the better option here. It's going to be my highest damage I put here.
Do your thing.
Although Dissonant Whispers would be really good, but I doubt that's going to have any effect. All right.
Make your choice. Do it.
Let's do it. I can see the ceiling now, so let's throw let's get a storm cloud going up there. Aha! And I'm gonna get to make a dex save. The wind did howl and the thunder boomed, thought the storm might just prevail. Ha! Ha!
Battle 13.
Ha! Fail! And I cast that at 5th level, so this is gonna hurt.
Extra zappy.
At the very least, I hope it hurts.
Even half damage on 33 is not.
That's 33 lightning damage.
We'll take 33 lightning damage.
Oh,
Excellent.
that took off
I'm
a good
also
chunk of health.
going to back the hell up.
Yeah, as it's already like turned.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't fit through that door. You're too fat.
But he's the Kool-Aid man. He'll just break the door open.
Yeah, well, you know.
Walls are just
Right?
walls, as we
Listen,
established.
Listen, what else do you want me to do?
It might slow him down, or he might waste actions punching a bigger hole.
is that it for Talon?
Yes. Everything else I want to do is an action.
Phase shift.
Eyes purple now.
Oh, he's purple.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
We don't
It
know.
means he's purple. Means he's got at
gone
least 3
full
different
purple.
states. That's what it
You
means.
see some purple energy start to kind of like emanate off an aura, and it's just like you see its head kind of like twitches a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
Torque.
Okay. Quick, just put out some feelers here. Would I be better served? This is to the crew, not to you, Craig. Would I be better served just doing my usual thing of wailing on it, or should I try and keep it from being too mobile?
I would lean towards wailing.
I think that might accomplish both.
Yeah.
Hi, Captain. Let's see.
Assuming purple mode is not immune to torques, then
Torque is going to strafe around here.
Resistance to all turtles.
Actually, I'll strafe right here.
AKA shredder mode.
I
And
currently have 10 to
and
reach
specifically
on my...
all anchor-based malls.
I'm going to go ahead and make a reckless attack with my maul. We'll go ahead and say that my elemental cleaver is currently set to thunder damage.
Thunder, okay.
That was successful,
Well, lightning was successful.
I say. But now purple.
So we know an 18 does not hit.
Correct.
I will try that again.
Hey!
that's
Pretty
better.
sure a crit hits.
Yeah!
There you go. 29
So,
for
few things
crit.
about
Damage
that. My brutal critical will take effect.
Yay.
Additionally, because of my bludgeoner feat, not only will we be pushed 5 feet back, but also the rest of you all have advantage on your attack rolls against him until the start of my next round.
Ooh, that's sexy.
He will not be pushed, but the other
That's-
part will take it.
There's a size limit on
Someday I'll find a monster I can push. It's
He is
okay.
grounded.
Until then, I'll keep trying.
Well, it's always like the biggest ones. You like it's like, like I'm gonna take that mountain and hit it and push it back.
That's a lot of dice.
Okay, so 14, 24, 36, 46 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Sorry,
Dang.
36 bludgeoning plus. Sorry, 30 bludgeoning plus 6 lightning damage is, I believe, how that turns out.
You had
Wait,
it as
no,
thunder?
no, wait.
or-
Oh wait, because I rolled 2 damage die because it was a critical. So yeah, it's going to be 36 bludgeoning plus 10 lightning.
Thunder.
I'm sorry, plus 10 thunder.
So the thunder damage has no effect. The bludgeoning damage hits for full for 36.
So
Okay,
purple equals
And
thunder resistance?
this is good to know. You know, we're putting out feelers. We're experimenting.
Some kind of resistance.
And as established, you all have advantage on him until the start of my next turn.
So is that immune or resistant to the thunder?
Oh, that
sounds
was
like
immunity.
immune.
Yeah.
Did nothing.
Okay. Just taking notes so I can call out the play.
All right, that's it for Torque. Flick.
Well, I guess that means I'm not going to bother Booming Blade.
Torque, I will mention that you notice that up to this point it's been like, and basically anybody who does damage to it, it's kind of been like focusing on. It doesn't even turn. You like wailed at it from behind and it hasn't even looked at you. It's like hasn't focused on you.
Okay, so the modes don't just change its immunities, it also changed its behavior.
All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to move to here. Oh, wait a minute. Your bludgeoner thing gives me advantage anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
All right, so then I will just move to here and whip it twice with advantage. I like the sounds of that. So we'll go whip and whip. One hit.
Well, that's maybe one more hit than you would have had.
Yep. So 8 slashing, 4 necrotic.
So necrotic has no effect, but the slashing will hit fully this time.
Aha!
So glad. All right, so that was 3 squares. I will again draw the opportunity attack to move out.
21 to hit.
All right, let's see.
I'm running out of bardics. You're gonna have to take that.
No, that's fine. Depending on if my shield likes me today. I'll see. All right, Axiom Shield says my AC is 20, so I will shield that. Another shield spell, but I ignore the hit and keep moving back to here.
Okay.
Do I have any bonus actions that I want to do? Bonus action, my Wizardly Quill is taking notes. So Stylus is rapidly taking notes of all the different effects that it is immune and susceptible to in the various modes. And
Gotcha.
I'm done.
Okay. Tailend, as you are the one who can see the front of Sentinel at the moment, you watch as his jaw, Thor Destroyer style, like wins up.
Oh god.
And you see the crackling energy form in its mouth. And it like when a beam
I'm so glad I'm
pulses
not
towards you.
I mean,
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Come on, Tayland.
Oh, jeez. How does mirror image work again? I don't think this applies, but
I'll look up mirror image. You roll your save.
yeah. Deck save. Okay. I'm okay at this. 16. That's interesting. I don't think I can do anything about that.
It's a
16
fail.
to tweener.
Oh, jeez.
And this is not damage. I'm just need to roll something here.
So when you are targeted with an attack, that's when mirror image will come into play.
Mm.
This is
Yeah.
targeted.
I
This is
don't
another
know.
AoE.
I don't know what would classify because I say
If it's
not.
If he rolls, he has to roll an attack. Like if it's a you roll a
that's an
save
attack
for it.
roll, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking.
You take 41 points of piercing damage as this beam comes out, and it forms and it seems to solidify into almost a solid spear of energy that just goes right through you. And you're like,
Well, that kind of sucked.
I thought that the beam attack was like nails for a second.
I'll say, Talon, you got the hint that like the damage, it could have been anything. It formed, and then as it came out, there was like a kind of like a shifting chaos as it became what it was.
So you will all witness as the thing turns, shoots this beam, and then the storm immediately abates, and you hear it come from down the hall.
Oh, that ain't good.
Oh, shoot.
Light him up, D.
All right.
I can't do anything about that.
See, well, I mean, I don't even know if I could see around Sentinel, but I saw or heard a giant blast and heard Talon shout out.
I feel like
you
the
heard
blast
it,
was
yeah.
pretty obvious.
And his lightning going out, he's obviously been hit real bad. So Dinar, seeing the success of his blast radiance, Dinar is going to pull out his little hand mirror that he's got. He's going to light up the scales that he's got. He's going to shine them into that mirror, and he's going to pull his arm away. And in a, how far is this? In 55 foot, Craig, if I can get a wall of light please.
Ooh.
Dinar is casting
Let's see.
a new spell called Wall of Light. It is 5 foot thick, so it'll just take up all of these spaces here, all the way across. So what happens when this spell goes off? I choose what it looks like, where it goes, how long it is. It's 10 foot high, 60 feet long, up to 60 feet long, and 5 feet thick. The wall will block line of sight, although this thing is taller than the thing, but whatever. Creatures and objects can pass through it. It emits bright light 120 feet, dim light for an additional 120. When the wall appears, each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 4d8 radiant damage and is blinded for 1 minute. Hey! 4d8 roll
plus
coming
5
up.
to con, and I rolled a nat 1 on that. So.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh,
man.
here comes
There you
4d8.
go.
Right.
We
And
just
this
have to
is-
hope he's not immune to radiant.
Currently, yeah.
Well, that would be-
all right.
That would
That's-
suck.
That's not terrible right now. So that's 4, 8. No, let's do that a different way. 6 and 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 2 is 16 radiant damage. And if it's capable of it, it is blinded for 1 minute.
That's not nothing.
A blinded
I
creature
see.
can make a con saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect on a success.
It is immune to being blinded, but it does take the
Okay.
damage.
Hey.
And this thing lasts for up to 10 minutes in that spot. If it ends its turn in the wall, it takes another 4d8 radiant damage.
Nice.
That's really too bad.
What's also awesome about this is that on my turn, should it leave the radius of the wall, on my turn, I can use an action to launch a beam of radiance from the wall to the creature up to 60 feet away.
Nice.
And it also does 4d8 radiant damage.
It's a real high
Not
quality
too
spell.
shabby.
Yep.
Not too shabby.
Good
Sexy.
spell.
All right, is that it for Dinar?
I mean, that's a
Um,
5th spell slot.
That's a 5th level spell, yeah. Like that's it should be powerful.
This is your brain on 10th level.
Yeah. Dinar will go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
I like the visual of you, how you cast that too. That was awesome.
All right. That's why I needed the hand mirror last session too. So Dinar's just going to back up a little bit further because he feels that maybe Sentinel is going to target him.
Cool.
So Dinar will go to there, and that will be my turn.
All right. Talon. Your wounds. I'm sorry, you didn't say it clearly, so the spell doesn't know.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really
Oh,
unfortunate.
5. Oh, man.
There's 2 1s.
Yeah.
I healed 19. I'm at 34.
Well,
That's not great.
it's not nothing though. I mean,
It's
that's still pretty
better
good.
than the 15 I was at. I'll tell you that right now.
Yep.
Oh boy.
As long as you don't get hit with one of those again. As long as he doesn't breathe a big knife at you.
Yeah. It was a beam, right? It wasn't like a physical.
Yeah.
It just does piercing damage.
That time.
Ah. Yeah. Oh boy. I mean, I don't really have much in the way of bonus actions to do much of anything at this point other than my last bardic inspiration. Jeez, that was really painful. I would like to not be there. I'm gonna back around the corner and just kind of catch
Not
my
safe
breath
here.
a little bit.
How accurate that was when you're like, I'm not safe here.
Oh, that old man owes me something fierce.
Is that it for Talon?
Yeah. He's gonna wipe out his entire family line in the process.
Phase shift.
Back
Red.
to red.
The armor.
So what do we know about the red one?
Is
It's
that
resistant.
Likes to-
It's
likes to
resistant to
punch?
physical.
yeah,
Ah,
it's resistant to
And
physical. We
also
don't know
now
what
turns.
We don't know what advantages it gains.
Torque.
Let's see. So he continuously takes that radiant damage as long as he's in the wall of light. Is that my understanding?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't his turn either. So the phase shift isn't his turn. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the layer action, basically. So yeah.
I'm gonna maybe try a bit of a riskier play here. I'm going to try and attempt to kind of lock this guy down a little bit to keep him from leaving this wall. I'm going to attempt to grapple.
Okay.
Nice.
Just go ahead. We'll make a strength check. You make your
So that's a 26 on my end.
Damn.
17
Wow.
with a +7 to strength, and it rolls 17. Roll low on it. The things that it's good at.
And now that I've had him grappled, for my second attack, I'm going to do a shove to try and pin him, essentially.
So remember, he cannot be pushed or pulled. He cannot be force moved because of his grounded feet.
Oh, and I can't knock him prone either?
Correct.
Oh,
Cannot be pushed, pulled, or knocked prone.
In that case,
you
I'll
can grapple him,
probably-
but you can't move him. He's too big.
In that case, as a bonus action, I will change my elemental cleaver to lightning, and I'll just make a maul attack against him
Okay.
with my second attack. And since I'm so up close, I'm not going to make this reckless. I'm just going to try and attack normally.
Okay.
19 does not hit.
Does not hit. No.
Wow.
Well,
Your maul just bounces right off.
Torque, you do still have Bardic Inspiration.
I do still have Bardic Inspiration.
So you can add a D8 to that if you like.
That is
Does
true.
a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. In that case, this is going to be 7. Sorry. That is going to be 7 plus. Oh, geez, that was a low roll. Plus 2.
For the bludgeoning?
Yeah, and then 3 lightning.
Okay, because it's showing up as 7 and 5 on the thing. Is that not right?
Right, it combines the rage damage and the lightning damage, which is a bit confusing. But my rage damage is 3, so sorry, that would be 10 bludgeoning plus 2 lightning.
Okay, so it's going to take 5 of the bludgeoning, and it'll take the 2 lightning, so a total of 7. So the bludgeoning is halved, but the lightning.
Less impressive when I don't crit.
And when it's got that
But
melee resistance.
I've got him in the wall, so
Yeah.
I've locked down his movement.
Yep. All right, Flick. Is that? I'm assuming that's it for Torque.
Yeah, no, that was 2 attacks and a bonus action.
All right, Flick.
Oh. This takes an action. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. So, I whip out my big ass spell book, and I faster than.
Is it actually big, or is it just big for you?
It's big for me. It's a normal size. It's like a nice encyclopedia sized book. So it's like big for me, right? So he pulls it out, and you see Flick like rifling through the pages faster than like someone should be able to read, but he looks like he's like going through. And as an action, once per day, I can cast a ritual spell As an action,
Hey.
I resummon Paige.
No.
Oh.
Kablam.
Okay.
Now,
That's your action.
that's my action. No, does not count as casting a leveled spell, probably, right? So if I action surge, can I cast another leveled spell? I can't remember how that works.
I
I think so.
so, because it's a new.
I
It's
think
a
so.
new action. It's not a.
Yeah, it's like a
bonus
full
or
other
anything.
action, yeah.
It's a full other. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Oh,
say
sh-
yes.
Shoot, but the spell I want to cast is actually a bonus action spell. I'll save that for fine. Page is out. We're making progress here. In that case, I will still action surge and I will do my hokey pokey again. So I'll move to here. I'll whip
Actually,
it.
can I interject with something?
Mhm.
What if
No.
what if you action surge, use your action surge to use the ritual, and then cast the bonus action spell? Like, does that still work? Or
It would still be,
action surge introduces a weird element to the.
yeah.
That hurts my brain. Okay, Flick, what are you doing?
I'll do it next turn. It's fine. I will attack twice. Oh, actually, it's immune to thunder damage right now, so I'll just attack twice. That's fine. I will whip. Oh, I don't have advantage, do I?
No.
Oh, if I can retcon slightly, I summon Paige. Paige goes in, does the help action to give me that advantage that I just used. 21 to hit on the first one, and then I'll actually click the toggle.
Well, flip that page back and then.
Yeah. All right, so 21 hits.
21 does hit.
Okay, good. I know that it is immune to necrotic in this mode, so I won't bother with that. So you take 9 slashing.
Half.
Doing my part. And then I'll move back to here. Again, drawing the opportunity attack if you would like to take it.
Oh yeah, I will.
Cool.
That's a 30 to hit.
I don't think I can get around the 30.
No,
Oh, jeez.
can't. That'll be 18 bludgeoning damage.
All right, that's
Low roll, thankfully.
Yep.
yeah.
It
well,
helps. It helps you move away as you start to run. It's just like, and you're like,
That's great. Okay, I will roll my concentration check, and I have Warcaster, so this is with advantage. Make the concentration
Yeah.
check. Thank you, advantage. I still have the bonus action to spend, so I will second wind as a bonus action because then my turn's done. 14 healing. So
I picture that second wind as like a gasp, like,
oh shit.
Can I just say I really don't like this thing?
I can't say I'm overly fond of it either, if I'm being perfectly honest.
you're not supposed to be. It's the enemy.
Second wind is spent. Action surge is spent.
All right.
Awakened spell is spent.
In its current mode,
Torque has it grappled, so it shouldn't be able to move.
no, it cannot.
I can't force it to move, but I can force it to stay still.
Yeah. So he's just gonna pound on Torque.
Well, good thing I did not recklessly attack then.
Ooh, like the nat 1. That was a
Yeah,
good
two
one.
of those hit.
27 and 23 to hit. 19 bludgeoning damage and 24 bludgeoning damage.
All right, some quick math.
19 halved would be 9.
About 22
40.
damage.
43 halved, yeah, so 22.
Brings me down to 72.
It's like you've got a grapple and it's like lifts its fist up. It's just like like 3 hydraulic fists
Yeah.
like into the side of your head. You're just like, oh.
Like Hulkbuster into Hulk.
Basically, yeah.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah, basically.
I like to imagine that with every punch, like the ground underneath Torque's feet is like cracking and breaking as he's literally getting like pounded into the floor by this thing, and he's just got around the waist this entire time.
Yeah, yeah. This is like Hulk versus Hulkbuster. Yeah, very, very much. And it doesn't move out of the wall. So Dinar, you can go ahead and roll your
Yeah, I can.
damage for that.
So the creature ends its turn in the wall, takes 4d8 radiant damage. Wow, that's better. All right, that's a 6, a 7, an 8, and a 2. So 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 6 is 23.
Right,
23 radiant damage. Take that, jerk.
We're about halfway there.
We're well over half. We're significant.
It is what would be considered bloodied.
Hey.
Yeah, there's definitely some beat, some tear on the armor, and yeah,
Oiled.
Oiled, yeah.
It's oiled. Rusted.
Dented.
Well, that means it's going to trigger its bloody breath now, right?
Dented there.
We have-
Oh god.
We have voided the warranty.
There we go.
Side note, bloody breath
sorry,
is cool.
Dinar, your turn.
Well, Wall of Light is a concentration spell, and it will just remain for 10 minutes.
That's cool and very thematic, and I dig it.
Yeah. I could choose to attack with the wall, but that, I'm just remembering, actually shrinks the wall by 10 feet each time I shoot at it. I don't have to shoot at it because it's still in the range, so I think I'm going to leave it. So Dinar is just going to... he's going to create some magical missiles, and he is going to throw a hefty 4th level magic missile into the target. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6 darts that are going to hit the Sentinel. So that is 6 d4s. I have 5.
This is when we find out it's immune to force.
That would be really unfortunate. So that's a 2, a 2. 2 and 2 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 1 plus 3 is another 4, so that's 12, plus 1 more d4 is another 4, so 16 plus 6, so 22 force damage.
All right. All your darts connect and seem to impact.
That will be Dinar's turn.
All right, Talon.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I mean, it can't do that again, right? I mean, it's gotta like recharge or something, right? Like that's.
It was
Oh,
purple
boy.
when it did that.
It was purple. But that you're vastly over assuming my ability to assume.
So, one note with the Wall of Light for Talon.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask is whether or not it's opaque.
So it is. It blocks view, blocks line of sight. It's 10
Okay.
feet tall. So if I believe, Craig, you said the doorway was 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
So the Wall of Light is 5 feet in, but 2 feet taller. But the Sentinel is taking up space.
Yeah,
This
well,
side
it's
of it,
He
so-
totally
can, he can see, yeah, I'm going to say he can see, probably just see the edge of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just. Like, he's a big boy.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Okay. Enough to be able to do something.
Let's be honest. Like, huge.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
He's quite large.
Okay.
He not small.
I really don't want to throw. Man, that sucks so hard. I had my big gun knocked out of me like that.
Oh, I know.
Jeez. And I can't. Is the wall damageable? Like, is it an object or is it?
No, you can pass through it. You just can't see through it.
Okay. And
So-
if
so
if I
technically
do stuff
speaking-
to it, it's fine.
You can't. Well, I don't think you can do anything to it. It's not a
Okay.
physical wall. It's just a beam of light.
I'm not super
essentially.
familiar with that spell, so.
Yeah, I don't think it's regular D&D.
Well, no, it is. It's
Xanathars.
Xanathars. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also higher level. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm probably
Also
just
cool.
gonna I'm thinking I'm probably just. Oh wait, we've ascertained thunder doesn't work very well on it. Haven't we?
In what mode is it in?
In purple mode. Right now it's in red.
Well, we're assuming it's not an always active thing.
True. Yeah.
Right now it's red. We have determined red is resistant to melee damage and immune necrotic. That's what we know.
I'm gonna throw out another call lightning, I guess. Not quite as beefy as the last one, but all right. My turn, you bucket of bolts. I'll have it make a deck save, please.
14.
Very good. You're just sailing through the thunderhead with a lightning in your eyes. Ow, jeez.
Ooh.
That was worth the 4th level slot.
Man.
Boo.
14 lightning damage. And as that happens, I'm then going to once again take cover behind this here wall that's serving me quite well. Death, he laughs in the sails and the jags and the bloody sun won't rise.
That's it for Talon.
If I can't see you, you can't see me. That's the rule.
Blue.
It's back to blue. Blue is what it started in, yeah, but we never got to see what it does.
Right, because white was
time to be educated.
Yeah, white was the anti-magic, yeah.
Torque.
Yes.
Your turn.
Okay, well.
Hit it very hard.
Yes, I'm going to release the grapple now so that I can properly heft my my maul in both hands. And I'm going to make a couple reckless attacks.
Sweet.
First one's going to be a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So, that will be 16 plus 7. 23 bludgeoning damage. And
bludgeoning?
Sorry, so 23 damage total, 4 of which is lightning.
Okay.
And 19 of which is bludgeoning.
All right. So it takes the 19 bludgeoning and the lightning has no effect.
Okay.
Oh,
In that
wonderful.
case, as a bonus action before I make my next attack, I will change my elemental cleaver to acid.
Okay.
Blue is immune to lightning.
The briny ocean toss.
Oof. Well, not that that did any good.
15 will not hit.
So Torque will stand by and await his punishment.
Yeah, I just want to point out I am not keeping any visual contact with that thing, so you guys are kind of on your own.
Flick.
All right. This is going to sound very familiar. I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to whip it twice. Make sure advantage is off. It is
Whip it good.
whip. 28 to hit and an 11.
It will hit. 11 obviously will not.
We don't know what blue, so 1 necrotic, 9 slashing.
It will take the slashing and the necrotic will have no effect.
Perfect. I will then draw the opportunity attack as I move off. Because I like burning
That's a crit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not much I can do about that.
Oh, jeez.
I would silvery barbs, but I'm not in line of sight.
Oh, hey, you know what? I have silvery barbs. Maybe I should do
That's
that.
46 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, that's good. That's a nice,
All right,
sizable
I
chunk.
will, as a reaction, I'll cast silvery barbs and make you re-roll that shit.
Which one, the damage or the attack?
Attack roll.
Ah.
That's still going to be 29 to hit.
It's not a crit anymore.
No,
It's not
it's
a crit
true.
anymore.
Still
Yeah,
gonna hurt.
That is a
No,
small.
I'll only take the
miracle.
24, not the bonus 22. That's great.
So 19 bludgeoning damage.
All right. So much better. All right. Concentration doesn't matter because I'm going to move back here. I'm going to touch Paige. And I will cast as a bonus action Dragon's Breath on Paige. And I will go Dragon's Breath Acid.
Oh.
Because we just determined that lightning does nothing in this form. So,
Hooray!
and then Paige will fly in, breath weapon as an action, and fly back out.
Okay.
So, breath weapon is Dragon's Breath. This is cast at level 2. Ignore the necrotic damage. Wow, that was a really bad damage roll. So, dex save.
The magical breath has no effect.
Interesting.
Interesting. So mine did earlier.
And
that one didn't. I'm trying to remember what color it was when I hit it with mine.
Not blue.
Not blue, no.
Blue.
Yeah, we don't really know anything about blue right now.
Immune to magic? Just...
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Or elements. Well, acid's not an element.
Is that it for...
It is, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sort of its like defensive setting.
Yep, that's it for me.
Okay.
I'm now concentrating on a different spell.
Let's see.
Burning through all my spell slots.
Right?
Yeah. This is the time to do it, though.
Hey, what do you do?
Yeah, it had to leave that spot sometime.
All right. One punch at Torque. 18 to
Advantage.
hit. All right.
You have advantage.
25 to hit.
25 will hit. I mean, the 18 also hits, so, splitting hairs.
22 bludgeoning halved to 11.
Okay, bring me down to 61.
And 2 hydraulic gauntlet punches at Flick.
All right.
Hydraulic press punches. Oh my god.
That's
Yeah, that
a
hits.
29 to hit and a 29 to hit.
Well, it was nice joining you guys.
Oh. For a total of 45 bludgeoning damage.
I'm still up.
Oh.
As it just bam, bam.
There's just a crater with Flick in it right now.
Yeah.
2 Constitution saves. One's a DC 10, one's a DC 12. This is the DC 10. No. Dragon's Breath is gone.
And what you said you was 2? The second one?
Doesn't matter. The concentration's lost.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. All right, Dinar. So it has stepped out of your wall.
It has stepped out of the wall.
Shoot it with your lasers.
Well, 30 is there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can get there. I'm trying to sort out my action economy right now. This is bad. So I can only do one of these things that I want to do, because that's an action, and to do that is an action.
Mm-hmm.
I go before it goes next, so don't worry about me.
Okay. All right. Dinar is going to go... Oh, wrong button. 1, 2, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. And then Dinar will use the wall to attack the Sentinel. This is a ranged spell attack. So this is +8. Please don't miss. Oh, that's not going to hit. That's a 9 +8, so 17. Not going to hit. The wall is reduced by 10 feet, so can I take 5 foot off of each side? On that, then, Blick is going to go before its next turn. Okay. In that case, then, Dinar is going to use his Tactician Feat. His bonus action. Torque. Wail on it again. Get its attention.
You don't have to tell me twice. Just use the whale recklessly.
So you can use, it's a reaction, and you must take the action. I'm telling you to attack, but it is a reaction, so whatever the rules are for your reactions.
21?
21 will hit.
Okay, and I established last turn that this was going to be with acid as my elemental cleaver, so
There's 16 and
18
2.
damage total. Rolled a 3 again, so 3 of that is acid, and 15 of that is bludgeoning.
Okay, so it takes to 15 bludgeoning. The acid has no effect.
As to be suspected.
Yep.
Okay, Dinar, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn, yes.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
What? Oh. No. Con save. All right, I'm not terrible at these.
You get too close to the magma.
I rolled a 3 plus 4 for a total of 7.
You take 18 points of fire damage as you get too close to the burning magma in the floor. You don't take the full magma damage, which would kill you. But as you get close, you realize, like, after you kind of pause for a second, the heat pulsing off the magma as it's like going through the floor, just like, oh, yeah, nope, that's hot.
That hurts. Okay.
Tayland.
So, funny story. I can't see a damn thing.
That's correct.
Now you can't, yeah.
You see the light.
I will run up closer and get behind the wall, which is going to be
towards the light, Tayland.
25 feet just to get there. So I'm not probably going to be doing much here because I can't see what's going on. So we may as well expend a use of Wild Shape to action, bring Willy Redtail back out, and get him to go figure out what's going on.
Flick's flagging a little bit here.
See, here's the thing. I'd love to heal you. I can't see you.
I got it covered. As long as he doesn't go white next turn, I'm fine.
Potentially, I can do some stuff through Willy on my next turn, but I'm tapped at this point.
All right,
I think that'll be it for me.
Okay. Purple.
Purple. We've seen purple. Purple is immune to thunder, immune to necrotic.
And it has a beam attack.
As far as I know, it's not immune to acid, so let's get reckless.
I mean, we haven't determined yes or no on acid. This is, I'm just stating the knowns.
Okay, so 26 for the first hit.
That will hit.
And let's see. Ooh, that's a low roll. So 17 damage total, 16 of which is bludgeoning, and 1 is acid. That seemed to work, so I'll go ahead and take another swing. This one's at 23 to hit. A bit more robust. So 20 damage, 17 of which is bludgeoning, and then 3 is acid.
How much total is that, sorry? 20?
Mm-hmm.
20, yeah. 3 of which is acid. So 17 bludgeoning, 3.
All right.
Okay.
That
seems
is.
to be faltering a little bit and kind of
Let's-
one knee almost
let's
goes
zoom
down and
in.
comes
Hang
back
on.
up.
How
I
many
need
pixels?
my magnification technology to enhance.
Enhance.
See exactly how much health is left. All right. Flick, tap it in. As Torches looks to Flick, it gives a knowing nod.
Oh yeah, before that nail gun goes off, that's probably a good plan. If I move here, do we have flanking on it? I kind of feel like we do.
Technically you would, but because of its size and its reach, you would need a third individual.
That's
to
fine.
flank.
In that case, I'll have Paige come in, help me, and then bug out. So I'll have advantage on my first strike here.
Okay.
With the old whip. 27, that'll probably hit.
Nice.
7 will hit.
I will dump in my Fury of the Small just to make sure.
It's the smallest one in the party takes down the biggest thing we fought yet.
David and Goliath, the classic.
How's that work?
Tales all this time.
So 10 slashing plus another 10, just because I'm small.
That will bring it to 0.
Aha!
However,
Yeah. This is not its final
Corpse
form.
However,
Big boom.
as soon as it drops to 0, you see it flash and turn green,
Mm-hmm.
and it regains 25 hit points.
Oh my god.
oh, well, at least it's not. At least it's not purple. You succeeded in making it not purple.
Well, now it's green. We don't know what green is.
Well,
Well, green is healing.
Yeah.
So we do
I
actually know what that is.
Second attack, which I will now use.
Like a second battery kicks in, it like
Sorry, not with advantage.
It's got
just
a generator.
the backup generator.
So just a 23, which still hits.
23 will still hit.
So 8 slashing.
Okay, takes 8 slashing.
Perfect. As a bonus action, I will Misty Step here.
Okay.
Then I'll use the rest of my movement to get behind the wall.
Please do.
Oh, hey, Flick. How's it going?
I think we almost got it, but holy crap, that thing hits like a ton of bricks.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
I'm done.
All right. Torque, it is going to turn and face you.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Your danger
I would have-
sense
You read my
Well-
mind.
come into play here.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's an 11.
Oh.
All right. This is not damage. Torque, you see its mouth open up. Energy start to form inside as it blasts out this sickening black beam of energy. Oh wow, look at all those ones in there. You take 31 points of necrotic damage. You take the full blast of it.
Dude, that's 10. That could have been 80 damage.
No resistance.
Could have been, but wasn't.
Oh,
You take
Just kind of
31
blessings like
necrotic.
that.
I'm sure he can dish it out, but he can't take it. Is that the thing?
Yeah, maybe this is the glass cannon.
That takes 2 of its 3 gauntlet attacks, and it will finish up with one final for 28 to hit.
Yes, but it does have advantage.
That is correct. I will reroll that attack. Okay, so 28 to hit, and it does do 26 bludgeoning, half
Down
to
to
13 bludgeoning. Yeah, as it follows up and
Oh, jeez. This thing hits like a armored
It's okay.
carriage.
I still have 17 hit points, so I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And at the end of its turn, it will regain 21.
No!
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, that bad.
Wait, you thought this
Right.
you thought this was gonna be easy? Come on.
no.
So what you're saying is it's time to go Nova.
Dinar. You've
Anybody got
it's
chill
there.
touch?
Well,
Chill touch would be great right now.
I don't have chill touch. Shocking, I know.
There's a reason I let you guys long rest before this fight.
Yep,
Let's just
yep.
say that.
All
I'm
right.
hoping you let us long rest after as well.
Okay. Dinar is going to drop concentration on the current wall of light. And since it was so successful last time, Dinar is going to recast Wall of Light.
Oh, that's bad.
We're going to go diagonally like this, and we're going to go the full... We'll just go as far as we can. So we'll go 50 foot there to there. Just cut them right in the middle. If you can see my line, I'm assuming. And it can go all the way to here. Yeah, right to there. It's like glitching in and out, I think, because of the effects that are in that corner. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Even though it's still doing that. Oh well. Okay.
So con save
Con
for
save.
the Sentinel.
That's a 14.
It needed to beat a 16, so in your face, Sentinel. This is going to be 4d8 radiant damage.
Oh,
Come on, 8s.
Nothing but 8s. All eights.
Shoot. Okay, all right. That's 3 7s.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
Respectable,
And a 6,
respectable.
but the 6 is cocked, so I got to re-roll the 6, unfortunately.
Roll it as an 8. It'll be fine.
Okay, that's a 2. All right, so 7, 14,
23.
21, 23. 23 radiant damage.
Okay. And it takes 23 radiant damage.
Excellent.
Stupid bucket of bolts.
Right?
And Dinar will move 5,
Oh,
10,
wait.
15, 20, 25, 30 over to here so I don't get singed by the lava again. I almost forgot that. Almost forgot. Woo.
All right, Talon.
I can see. I can fight. Right. Well, my storm's still going. I never canceled that, so I just couldn't see.
Zappy zap.
So, big ol' zappy.
Deck save.
A thunder growled like yes. Demons and the lightning stab the waves. Ah!
That's a 20.
As soon as she leapt towards us, bringing fury from the grave. That's gonna be big zap-a-da-bap of 29 lightning.
Oh, will it
That's
be
a-
enough?
Pretty decent roll.
How does your
Yes.
lightning bolt connect with the Sentinel in a fatal way? Describe the scene for us, if you will.
Breathing heavily, seeing Flick not looking so hot. I hesitate on healing him, but I figure.
Torque as well, by the way. You can see Torque is like.
Well, I can't see Torque.
Yeah. Oh no, the wall went up. Sorry.
Wall
You
went
did. You
up.
did.
Yeah,
you
no,
did
I
see
would
him.
be.
Momentarily.
Is the
So
wall-
briefly, yeah.
Momentarily.
Is the wall
Um,
opaque?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
it
can't
is.
see through it.
Oh, my mistake.
That's why I had nothing much to do on my last turn. Peeking around the corner, getting the squeeze box ready, looking up at the storm, seeing the thing is mostly scrap. I decided that it's probably better off to just take the thing down, and with a couple of tones, a few lyrics, I will arc the fingers up as the lightning will crackle in my irises, causing the storm cloud to shiver, formulate into a big black clouded middle finger downward pointing at the creature as a jolt of lightning bursts forth from the fingertip and courses its way through the thing, causing shrapnel of metal to peel away, various parts of it to fly apart, and the entire interior of it to be filled with raucous lightning. And of course, the sound of the lightning arcing through the metal will be in the key of C minor, which will accompany the music that I'm currently performing.
Excellent. As it's dropping and you see the lightning going through it, you hear a rumble kind of from within it begin, low at first, begins to pick up, humming energy. Torque and Dinar, you see as its lights in its eyes are kind of flickering and its head kind of tilts. You see its jaw open one last time as its face begins to just glow. And one final concussive blast comes out from its face as it falls and drops to the floor. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
My bad.
Oh boy.
Both of who?
Dinar and Torque.
Oh.
As you are in its
Radius.
range of
Okay, this time it was an 18.
attack.
Bit more respectable.
Dex save. That's a 1. But I have arcane deflection.
It's not gonna help.
It's not gonna do anything for me.
It might do something. Never say never.
Hey,
Never say
it's
never.
okay.
All right, so
it's still my turn, and I've got a healing word.
I will use arcane deflection, so that's a 1 plus my dex, which is 2, plus my arcane deflection, which is an additional 4, for a total of 7.
Okay. Torque, you failed by 1.
Oh, goody.
I hate to say that. It's a
Did
DC.
you spend your bardic?
Yeah, he has spent it.
Dinar hasn't.
I haven't.
I don't know if it'll help. If you roll an 8, it might.
No.
Oh no, yeah, no.
DC 19 by the sounds of it. So yeah, you're toast.
You both take 46 points of cold damage.
Torque is unconscious.
Yeah.
46. Dinar went from being chipper and doing well to taking a knee and bloodied and bad.
Yeah, Torque is just straight up unconscious. He collapses.
Dinar, you're not gonna be able to save that. Your concentration on that either, I don't think so.
Excellent. A healing word, Torque. Rise again, rise again.
As it just
your
like
heart.
it shatters into broken bits. And you see weird, like the inside of it makes no sense to you. There's, as players, you would see like wires and fuses and connection stuff. Characters, you're like, what the heck is all that?
Metal
There's like electronics
nonsense.
and all kinds of crazy, like advanced. Throw some sci-fi into our campaign.
Yeah.
You have no idea what it is. You're like, what?
It's full of ribbons and like
Yeah.
book covers and
Yeah. Stuff that makes no sense. Tayland, as you are healing Torque, you look over just where your vision is.
Yeah,
You
I was
see
actually
Silas
gonna say yeah.
still against the wall where he hadn't moved from the initial blast, seemed to have knocked him out. And you can see now there's just like black ichor has just like poured down his face, and his body is just seems almost even more frail and skeletal than it had before. And he's gone. He's not moving.
Rest in peace, old man.
so Flick still has his long strider on. So he like zips into the room and he's immediately at Torque's side. And as Talon casts the spell, and I'm sort of like cradling Torque's head. It's okay, little guy. We got
Torque
you.
will be normal size at this point.
I'll pump 7 into you because we're just getting you back up at this point.
Sure we will.
I think as soon as he's healed, Torque literally bolts upright and just like weapon at the ready before he just looks around.
Thanks for softening him up for me.
I'm assuming we won then.
I won, yes.
By the skin of our
Page-
teeth,
Very
yes.
good. Well done.
Page
Very
like
good.
at the end of your hammer just to really seal the,
As soon
seal the
as-
point. It's like,
As soon as Torque hears that we won, he's just like, excellent.
Just falls back over.
Adrenaline's a hell of a
Just
thing.
heels onto his side, yeah.
I'm so glad I cast Mirror Image. It was so useful.
I mean, the best laid plans.
Yep.
All but one of its 6 phases got used.
That was
It was fun.
that was certainly a rather good bout, wasn't it, gents? Yes.
yeah, I could stand to take 5.
Yeah. I need to mend the giant gaping hole in my chest. And the clothes that are no longer there. And Dinar, you don't look so good. Flick, you're like bleeding your own blood.
You all look like crap. Let's just say it.
Yeah.
Nobody
We're
makes
all
me
near
bleed my
death.
own blood.
You're looking like a regular Christmas ornament with all that green and red.
I'm
No,
trying
that
to,
wall of light was
Clutch.
clutch, man. That was awesome.
It's a good spell. Holy
Yeah.
Well
cow.
done. Well done.
I'm glad
As
I took
you
that.
see the environs around you, and it's interesting that you can almost feel with Silas gone, a lot of the enchantments in this room seem to already be beginning to fade as well. That he truly was sustaining this place just with his very existence, his presence here. And there's an eerie silence. You can hear the crackling of the magma that is slowly continuing to pour out and burning away the floor and making more cracks. But other than that, there is silence. Heavy silence, understanding what still awaits you. And as you take a moment to rest and prepare to enter the Valstrar tunnels, which will lead you to the crypt and one step closer to Eddard Vale. That is where we will end this week's session.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out our link tree. You can find links to all of our socials. You can check out our VODs on YouTube. You can catch podcast versions of this. And we will be pumping our Kofefe with some free stuff on there. There's going to be some free tunes. The music that you heard tonight will be posted up there as well for free for you to use in your games should you so desire, as well as some other goodies and other things, and you can support us there as well. So please do check that out. But until next time, stay safe, be well, happy gaming, and we'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.
drinks all around. Victory.
Congrats on